Um, oh, there's our camera.
There
Sweet. Oh, we got to really
we are. A little
scrunch over.
closer
There we
together.
go. Sweet. Well, so it's been an exciting time, obviously, and we're really excited for this virtual campfire, which has actually been in the works for a while now.
Yeah,
But
but this is the first official one, and we feel it's coming at a really good time since we're not able to get together in person. So we're excited to share this virtual space with everyone and say hi.
exactly. So to start off, I guess we should tell you a little bit about who we are, and go from there.
Yeah.
So I'm Travis Carr, the president of Escapees RV Club, and also co-founder of Escapers.
And I'm Vice President Melanie Carr, Vice President of Escapees RV Club and co-founder of Escapers. Yep. And we are currently working live from our home in San Antonio right now, kind of hunkered down, waiting everything out before we can start traveling again. But we're curious to hear where you guys are right now. If you want to pop in the comments and let everybody know where you're riding out the craziness and staying safe. We hope it's somewhere that you can stay for a while and
Exactly.
ride everything out.
So as you can see, yeah, we're in our home without wheels. This is our office, so welcome to our office
Slash workout
room, whatever you want to call it. Like many of you, we're adjusting a little bit, although we've always been remote for the past 5+ years now, regardless if that's at home or in the RV. We do have kids, so just a heads up,
Yes.
since there is no school, they may wander in here, and we will try not to become a meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, so they are entertaining themselves, but we'll see how the next 30 minutes to an hour go with that. So as we said, this is the first of very many virtual campfires. The marketing team has been working very hard to bring these to you guys, and over the next couple weeks, you'll see them flesh out a little more. They're going to be every other week on both the Escapees and Escapers business pages.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, they're, like I said, a myriad of things. We really kind of create an idea based on just being social and having fun with this, while obviously getting across, some agenda, talking points, and things of interest for everybody.
Yeah. And they will also go to YouTube after they're here, and you can of course watch them replay on the Facebook pages. But there's a lot of fun things in the works regarding escapees and escapers in general. We'll bring on some of the event directors and let them tell you guys what's in the works. We'll do some interviews with community members. There's a lot of fun stuff going to happen there.
Exactly. So these are going to happen every other week, if I'm correct. Please correct me, team, if I'm not, but I think that's correct. And like I said, we're going to kind of do updates on the club, items and events, educational topics such as boondocking or other topics, and interviews, and then just fun things like hanging out with the members. So if you have topics or things you want to hear or ideas, please contribute, participate in the chat, and let us know. We'll definitely write them down and keep it in mind as we venture through this new program.
Yeah.
So yeah. So let's check the comments. Man, we got a lot of people here already. Yeah. So awesome. Well, thanks for joining in, everyone, from different locations all over the place.
Yeah.
Hey guys, very cool. 71 people, it looks like. Awesome.
Let's move on to some hot topics of interest that we wanted to cover with you guys today.
There are a lot. So obviously one of the biggest things here we're going to tackle is around the coronavirus, which obviously is a very unfortunate situation that has put us all in a very stressful and difficult times, both personally and work-wise, business-wise. So we'll kind of talk through where we stand, kind of the policies that have been pushed out and where we are going.
Yeah, and we have to give a huge massive shout out to our teams that are working on these issues. It has been more than a full-time job to keep up with all the changes that are coming in hourly. They've been working tirelessly day in, day out to get messages out to you guys. We've all been meeting to find out what the best method of moving forward for our members are and how to protect those full-timers out there that are facing challenges because they don't have a place to go home like we do. So yeah, let's talk about what things Escapees has been doing.
Yeah, exactly. So big shout out to the staff members who have been a part of this, and also you community members who have been so supportive. We've gotten a lot of great personal emails and comments, as right here Bert says that they are here for us. So that means a lot to us through this hard times, obviously. So we really appreciate it. While we may not answer every one of those back just because everything going on, just know they are read and greatly appreciated, and they are shared with the other staff. It really helps us through. through all this hardships. So yeah, and we know that's for everyone. So first off, kind of the big thing I think that has been released. I hope you're checking your member news and club news, as there's vital information that is changing pretty much every other day, it seems, at this point, and being pushed out. So the first thing that you have noticed recently is the stay in place message that we have sent. So we're strongly recommending and pushing the guidance that that RVers stay in place, especially if you're in a comfortable place where you can ride this thing out for the foreseeable future, and stay safe. That's what this is all about. Not traveling as much, remaining put, flattening that curve. Is the goal. So
we want to make sure that you're minimizing your risk and your exposure. It's not great to go into a new environment right now. So the more that you can stay safe, stay inside your RV or wherever you are, the more we recommend that, so that you're not exposing yourself to potential risks out there.
And with everything changing too, it's just a great idea to stay in place because we don't know what's coming. If you're in a location where it may not be the ideal place to be, it's still a place to hunker down safely. And so we want to keep that in mind. And if you need to be somewhere, we recommend that you quickly make your way there and plan to stay for long term. So that's the goal of that message is to get where you need to be and stay. And if you're already there, hang out.
And that leads us into some of the personal decisions escapees have had to make with our Rainbow Park system. The parks team has been working hard as well alongside everybody at Escapees to start implementing new policies and procedures that will make sure that our members and the RVing community in general has a safe place to go.
Yeah, so with that, I mean, I just off the top, there have been a couple of complaints. I think some of you are even on here. No, from the bottom of our hearts, we did not take pleasure in changing these policies. We felt it was necessary to take care of the full-timer. And that's why we made the changes we did. And if you don't know what those changes are, here's a quick overview of what those look like now. So we have switched everything to a monthly only reservation type. And that, again, is to support that stay in place policy and provide full-time RVers with a long-term solution as they need at our parks. There's obviously a broader issue with campgrounds as a whole going on, which we're going to get into next. But as part of that, the best thing we can do is provide sanctuary for those full-timers who need a place to sit down, hunker down, and ride this out. And that is the full intent of these policies. And so with that being said, we really had to take care of those who are already in the park. The last thing we want to do is kick somebody to the curb who is already in a place that they can hunker down. So that's why we took care of those people first. And then we immediately took care of those who are immediate reservations coming in the near future. So within the next week, essentially, was the policy. They had first rights to meet that policy of either staying for a month, changing their reservation to that monthly policy, or doing an overnight stay. So while we're doing monthly over, keep in mind we are allowing overnight stays at our parks as long as we have space available. And when I say as long as we have space available, it means somewhere to put your wheels for the night. Doesn't have to necessarily be a dry campsite. We'll do everything we can to accommodate you on your way to that long-term destination. Again, that's the goal here, is to get to where you need to be and stay put. We're not recommending that you take your time along the way, stay for a few days here and there. We're recommending that you stay put where you are or immediately go where you need to be for the time being. So again, that's where this policy came from, and why we went to monthly only was actually to help as much as we can those full-timers who need a sanctuary to go because they have no place to return to. They don't have a home. As many of you know, you're in that boat. It's to RV in place, and we're hoping to provide that as much as we can with our parks. We can only do so much, obviously.
And we feel that they're a safe place to stay. They are in towns with amenities where you can get groceries. The parks themselves have amenities, dump water, everything you need so that you don't have to keep going out and finding new places to stay. And a lot of this is coming from, I'm sure everybody here has been following the media. Campendium has been posting daily about all the places that are getting closed down, which kind of leads us into the next piece that Escapees is putting together, is protecting your rights and advocating for you guys. That it's scary out there. Every day we're seeing more and more campgrounds and RV parks getting shut down, national parks, state parks, and now we're moving into even private parks getting shut down. So we have been working hard to contact people on your behalf and advocate.
Exactly. So there's a lot of moving parts there. One of the side of things there is obviously our end and the efforts that we can put in behind the scenes directly. Sean Loring, CEO, Escapee CEO, and also our advocacy director, has made countless phone calls to state, federal, congressmen, representatives, and to find support for this. And so far, everybody has been in support, is pushing our recommendations to keep camping options open for RVers, especially those who are full-time. So progress is being made there. More information will be shared on those details as they come specifically, but know that a lot of good progress is being made behind the scenes with those representatives directly. We obviously are focused on Texas. Most of those communications are with Texas as the start, because we have a lot more influence and also connections already due to the mail service and our advocacy history. So that's our starting point on our end of communications.
And it has taken quite a lot of time for him to make these contacts, for them to get back to him. So it's been a long process for him that he's been working really hard on, and our entire team has been helping with messaging, how to say that. But if you have checked your member news before in the past maybe 30 minutes or so, you're going to get a new message, and this is where we need your help very badly, because as we're saying, this is a big task to contact all of these people to make sure that all of our voices are heard. So please help us keep these RV parks open. You'll see we put out some messaging and some statements for you to use to contact these people on your behalf, and to let them know that we are all in need to keep all of these parks open.
Yeah, so, and just as a heads up too, if you haven't read the email, just a quick update, go to escapees.com/coronavirus, all one word, and it'll take you basically to our hub of information that talks about everything that's going on regarding this, and also links to this grassroots campaign. So please, we ask you, for the sake of your fellow members and RVers, to go look at this information and this grassroots campaign. We provided 3 sample letters, essentially, and means and recommendations or tools for you to reach out to your representatives. But these letters essentially are there to guide you and kind of help lead you down the messaging that we think will be most beneficial. However, we do recommend that you change those to meet your direct wording and circumstance. Those are merely meant to be a guide for those that just need a little help on how to write these messages.
Yes. And even if you are in a safe place and this may not be directly affecting you right now, we still urge you to take action to help your fellow RVers, because somebody right down the road from you might not be as fortunate. So we want to do our part. We encourage you to do your part to help and make sure that we can open or keep open as many campgrounds as possible at this time.
Yep. And one thing we want you to keep in mind with this is, these officials just need to be educated on the topic. They don't understand the lifestyle, and and most don't even understand what a full-time RVer is. So you have to understand that. So the goal here is to educate them that this lifestyle exists, and it's not a small group of people. We're approximately, 1 million full-time RVers that this is affecting, and disenfranchising by closing parks, which are essential to them. So it's very, very, very important to please take part. This is obviously just the first step of many along the way, but it's a crucial step to help educate politicians and officials of the impacts that they can have by making these decisions. So
we're seeing a couple comments. It looks like a lot of people are getting that email. Joanne says she got the email and that we can all let them know how we feel. It's very important. Yes, it is. So please, if you haven't seen it already, after you hop off of here, take a look. Let us know if you have any questions. Contact Escapees directly. We're here to help you guys, and we want to do the best we can to advocate on your behalf.
Yep. So, I mean, at this time, let's make sure we didn't miss anything. I know there's a lot of bullet points here that we need to cover in main topics. Corinza, Brandon, let us know if we missed something that's super important, just because we're got a lot to say here. So we're doing the best we can to share all the information. So
absolutely. Yeah, I think the biggest key point is, with all of this stuff changing so rapidly and the decisions that are being made daily that's affecting all RVers, we encourage you to keep up on the Escapees website at that link Travis shared earlier, because things are getting updated constantly. Our team is working hard to keep everything up to date, to find new ways to help you guys. And at any point, we're here for you. Like I keep saying, submit anything to us that we can review, that we can help with. like Travis said earlier, everybody that's been sending comments, suggestions, advice, help, it's all beneficial in this time of need.
Exactly. So with that being said, if you have any questions regarding the topic, please, put them in the comments. Let us know. We'll try to answer a few of them as we can. Obviously, we're not going to stay on the topic forever. We do want to get to some fun conversation too, and just socialize as well. And it's important to know that because this video is being recorded, we don't want to go too detailed because a week from now, this information could be drastically different.
There was a lighthearted comment. Can you please update us on your toilet paper situation? Do you have enough to make it through? We do. Thank you. We don't need anybody to send us toilet paper. We hope you all have enough toilet paper.
So far, the kids are being responsible with their usage.
My mom helped us out, so there's that. Thanks, Mom.
Awesome. Hey, Rachel, glad to hear you're hunkered down at Rainbow's Inn. I know we've got several other members who are also hunkered down at parks such as Dreamcatcher, North Ranch, and so forth. So thanks. I'm glad you're safe. Hopefully you're going to stay put. That's the goal.
Events. If there was any questions about the events that we have going on, as you noticed, we did have to unfortunately cancel the slate of Escapees events through June, right up until Escapade. We have not made the decision on Escapade yet. You will find out the first week of May whether that's still going to happen. We're holding out all hope, but as everybody knows, the situation is just crazy and we're taking it day by day at this point. But some of the events have been able to, like the Bishop Escapers conversions, we've been able to postpone that to September. So we hope that everybody that was looking forward to that can still make it on that date. Anywhere we can, we're trying to postpone and move to the future. But if not, I promise we will make this up to you guys once we can safely hold these events again. And we just can't wait to get the community back together.
Exactly. So, and even if we are postponing, we are still offering refunds because we understand that those dates may not work out for you, and that's just not fair to you. So we're doing the best we can there just to manage that system, and we're in limbo on how far this thing is going to go and what all it's going to affect, but we will definitely keep you updated as we go.
I think a kid has snuck behind you.
What?
Is there?
No.
That wouldn't surprise me because they can be really quiet sometimes.
Oh, that's funny.
Dump truck or dump truck for the win. Ooh, I don't know. It's tough to say. It depends on the day. On who we're going to agree with there.
So Matt Knight asked if, in addition to private RV parks, has there been any direction from federal state agencies about their policies? An example, BLM, National Forests, etc. It would be good to know what we expect, if at all possible. So yes, as part of that, we are talking about those parks as well as part of our conversations with these officials. Actually, we are putting together a letterhead letter for the Department of Interior that these representatives will send on our behalf and promote. So yes, we are doing everything we can in that regards as well. So it's all campground options, right? So the goal here again is to have options available for full-time RVers specifically, and RVers who are out on the road and need a place to stay. So whether that's federal, state, private, it doesn't matter. We just need options, enough options to meet that need at this time is our goal.
And part of this is coming, what we are doing as the education side of things, as we are talking to officials and agencies, is educating them and informing them about what we're doing on our end. All those policies that we're putting in place in our own RV parks that will ensure the safety of the community. We think that's important to educate them, educate other campground owners that may be considering shutting down at this time, to show it is possible to provide this shelter to you guys in a safe manner.
We had a comment about putting more pressure on the co-ops. We have been seeing some reports about some co-ops not accepting new reservations and so forth. We have been in communications with those, and again, that information is also on escapees.com/coronavirus regarding the current policies for the co-ops. What everybody has to understand about the co-ops, we have definitely applied as much pressure as we can, but the reality is co-ops are ran by their own board members and the community in that location, and we really don't have any direct say in what policies they implement.
Besides urging them to follow the policies that we're putting in place as well, and to provide a shelter for you guys at this time. And a lot of them have been very receptive to that. We've seen some changes in some policies since those conversations have taken place. So we thank everybody that's doing that on behalf of Escapees, and we will continue to try to do as much as possible there.
Exactly. So, and you got to realize a lot of those, there's been communication through, and it's really easy for miscommunication to get out in the public as why there's some of these co-ops are closing. So after contacts, some of them are just blatantly full. They don't have room because what is happening right now is all their winter snowbirds that are there in the park never left as they typically would, and they're filling most of those parking options that would be available to the public at this time frame. So some just don't simply have any parking options available, and they're doing the best they can. And we're really thankful for those that are still making room and accommodations as much as possible. So just wanted to speak to that very quickly because I know it was another topic recently. Some information got pushed out on. Run away with the Clarks. Thanks for all you guys do. Thank you.
Yes, thank
really
you.
appreciate it. Shane, you're gonna bring up the dump truck or the dump truck?
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes we agree with Declan, and sometimes we agree with Gabe. You never know.
It's funny. Are there any good virtual worlds where we can digitalize our RVs and have a convergence VR? I don't know, Chris. That's a good question. A VR convergence sounds interesting. If somebody could put together that program, we'll entertain it for sure. So, but so any last minute questions regarding COVID-19 and coronavirus? Conversation before we move on. We will open up again for questions at the end of this.
And just to give a background to the dump truck versus dump truck thing, since we have been trapped in home with our kids for the past week and for the ongoing future, it's been a lot of fun with two little boys who like to argue about everything. So Travis posted a video yesterday of them arguing about a dump truck, and Gabe was like, well, you should call it dump truck.
Yeah, it's one of those, and it got much worse outside the videos. It's just what I felt comfortable sharing, to be honest. And the dog is just like going nuts and has her head in my lap, just like what is happening.
Make them stop.
So that's it's been interesting working through all this long hours on top of having the kids home all day.
Yeah,
so, it's interesting.
I would love to hear comments to read after we get off of here to see how you guys are coping with everything. Is everything the same? Have you had to make any significant changes? I know we have a lot of families and escapees and escapers. We have a lot of people who already worked from home. We have some that may have had to shift schedules because of everything, or maybe you're just getting to take some time off, which would be much nice right now. So yeah.
So let's also move into some other cool, fun things. Speaking of the VR idea, some other ideas that are actually coming into play here soon. You're going to be better at this than me.
Yeah. Well, like we said at the beginning, the virtual campfires has been on the table for quite a while. So we do have a little schedule of things coming up through that. But also since our event teams have had a little time to relax and think about fun ways to get the community together online, they have put together some awesome stuff that will be happening over the next week, and for the remainder of the time we're all stuck here indoors and can't go outside and hang out with each other. So we have a couple things. JP is going to do a virtual happy hour tomorrow evening. What time do we have that on the schedule? 7 p.m. Central. And it's going to be a fun, relaxed little happy hour, and then he's going to move into a game after. So if you've ever seen him in person or online, you know he's a whole lot of fun. You're not going to want to miss that one. And then David and Cheryl have put together a couple things as well. And they are Hangouts directors. And they are also testing and finding new ways to bring the community together online while they're kind of at a standstill with these events. So they're going to be doing some games. They have one on Sunday, March 29th at 3 p.m. Central. Be sure to join them for that. I've seen some snippets from what they do at their own events, and it's a lot of fun. So I have no doubts it's going to be great. Some other things, JP has been working with TJ, our BOF yoga instructor, to put together a virtual class for you guys. So we're excited to see that come to light, where you can do a little yoga in your home or RV. And oh yes, this one's awesome. I'm super excited. So this one's this Saturday at 7 p.m. The Status Crows will be going live on the Escapers page. And they're going to put on a little concert for you guys, for everybody to enjoy. And it's going to be great, because if you haven't seen them at one of our events, then you're going to be in for a real treat. And if you have, you are too as well, obviously. But they are a lot of fun, high energy. I'm sure, I don't know the exact plans, but I'm sure they'll be taking some requests and interacting with you guys.
Yep, so stay tuned. Obviously, I'm sure our awesome marketing and communications department, Corinza and Brandon and Carrie and Georgianne are going to be putting this information out in a more easy format than us just saying them to you. But yeah, so look forward to that and more to come. I'm sure we're doing as much as we can, obviously, to keep the fun and social community alive and having a great time as much as we can indoors. So, and where we're hanging out. So,
Yep.
yeah. So, any more questions, comments? Just it doesn't have to be about anything we've talked about. We're open to whatever. Again, this is just a campfire chat. So feel free to share any comments and whatnot as you have them.
Yeah, so for all those events we mentioned as well, just keep up to date on the Escapees, Escapers pages. I know our awesome social media team is going to be putting up pages for the events as well, so you can keep up on those times, exactly where to go to log in to be present for them.
And Steve, I look forward to seeing you as well and giving you that President's Award. I really hope Escapade works out so we can make that happen for you, man. I really look forward to it. So you deserve it. What else we got? I agree. Yeah, status crows.
Yep.
Yep.
It's gonna be great. Hello, Amanda from Marathon, Texas. Hey, Amanda. Hope you guys are doing good. Little Clark, tell him we said hi. Oh yeah.
Just so you know, Amanda, this literally sits under my monitor, so you can...
And it makes our 8-year-old quite jealous that we have an adopted son at Annual Bash.
Exactly. So, but I enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to keep you all here too long, but we will check up on the comments after this because it'll be living on the page, the Escapees page from now on. But we'll pop in and make sure to read all these comments in depth and answer any questions you guys have. But otherwise, just I hope everybody's doing well, staying safe. We miss you all and hope that we can get together at Escapade, and if not, sometime in the near future.
Exactly. And this will be recorded so you guys can see it later, from what I understand. So, yeah. And then just stay up to date with all the updates. Stay on top of your email and also the website. Important information, obviously, to continue to come as we have it. So, again, thank you guys so much for the community for standing with us through all this. It's obviously hard for everyone, and this is a great time for everybody to stand together and united and help each other out as much as we can. So, and a massive, massive thanks again to all the staff in this organization too. If you guys get any chance, please thank them. That they have gone above and beyond hours, communications, and their efforts. There may be some confusing times because of everything being sent out and going on, but just know everyone is doing the best they can.
And that's spread out between our entire organization, from our member services team to marketing to our IT department. Everybody has really been putting in the effort to make sure we can do everything we can to keep everybody up to date.
All right, Evan, I see you too, little bro. Stay safe out there, man.
All right. Well, we will catch up with you guys again online. Thanks again for joining us.